Rocking, shocking, never stopping, locking the rhythm and dropping the heat. Clocking, blocking, heavily knocking, flocking the masses directly to the street. The flow is historical, highly categorical, strictly rhetorical, magical rhyme. Defeating the physical, highly analytical, completely ignoring the passage of time. We spinning, winning, freshly beginning, grinning and sinning with the heavy bass. Pinning, thinning, magically sending the beautiful energy all over the place. I'm writing the classic, the heavy Jurassic, the massive and drastic, the ultimate song. Proving the skeptics, the cynical critics, the absolute fakes incredibly wrong. It's the permanent placement, out of the basement, the total replacement of the weak. Gaining the traction, the heavy reaction, the total satisfaction that we seek. The verses are timeless, perfectly rhymeless, no, they are flawlessly intertwined. Leaving the shallow, the hollow, the absolutely fragile competitors far behind. Here we go, catch the bouncy, heavy rhythm and feel the magnificent flow. Crafting the timeless perfection, basking directly inside the glorious glow. We ducking the legacy, breaking the standard, leaving the temporary in the dust. Solid as platinum, heavy as titanium, avoiding the crumbling terrible rust. Yeah, throw your hands high if you're building a monument that will permanently stay. Creating the magical art that'll absolutely never wither away. No fading, we shading, heavily paving, invading the station and breaking the mold. Grading, trading, magically made in the era of platinum and beautiful gold. The style is perpetual, highly conceptual, strictly exceptional, incredibly bright. Taking the darkness, the absolute coldness, and turning it into a beautiful light. I'm molding the clay Rome, sitting on a high throne, breaking the temporal zone. Taking the microphone, setting the ultimate incredible revolutionary tone. We ducking the aging, the heavily raging, the pages are turning but we remain. Enduring the weather, the storm and the pressure, the heavy and terrible cloud of rain. The beat is bouncing, announcing, pronouncing the permanent, heavy structural frame. Entering history, solving the mystery, heavily elevating the legendary name. We lock in the chapter, the wonderful after, the laughter, enjoying the atmosphere. Making it perfectly, absolutely, undeniably, and incredibly crystal clear. Here we go, catch the bouncy, heavy rhythm and feel the magnificent flow. Crafting the timeless perfection, basking directly inside the glorious glow. We building the legacy, breaking the standard, leaving the temporary in the dust. Solid as platinum, heavy as titanium, avoiding the crumbling terrible rust. Yeah, throw your hands high if you're building a monument that'll permanently stay. Creating the magical art that'll absolutely never wither away. Yeah, the everlasting masterpiece, timeless in the flesh. You can't manufacture longevity in a corporate boardroom, man. To every creative architect, on a foundation that outlasts the clock. Keep your vision purely uncompromised and your bounce incredibly heavy. Hellstrom records spinning the eternal frequencies into the absolute infinite. We living forever through the speakers today. We out.
I'm waking, baking, never faking, shaking off the heavy midnight sleep, breaking, making, constantly taking the absolute massive gigantic leap. The shower is running, the morning is stunning, the beautiful energy starts to flow. I'm humming and drumming, the victory's coming, I'm ready to heavily run the show. I lace up the boots, I map out the roots, ignoring the negative toxic disputes, taking the fruits, I'm planting the roots, wearing the sharpest of vintage suits. The coffee is brewing, reviewing the doing, pursuing the glorious ultimate goal. Chewing the fat, I'm reading the map, feeding the hungry and beautiful soul. Step out the door to the beautiful roar of the bustling Invented Avenue. Look at the sky, it's incredibly high, painting the magnificent daggum blue. I'm drafting the plan, the masterful man, executing the absolute perfect design, crafting the visual, highly original, making the wonderful element shine. the spiritual, ultimate, magical morning food. No lagging, bragging, never dragging, tagging the wall with a beautiful spark, wagging a tail, we never gonna fail, completely eradicating the dark. The city is breathing, the people are weaving, leaving the highly chaotic nest. We perfectly strategizing the movement, heavily passing the ultimate test. I look at the train, the pouring rain, nah, the weather is beautifully crystal clear, kicking the gear, we eliminating the terrible, paralyzing shadow of fear. I'm rhyming, climbing, perfectly timing, priming the engine to constantly run, shining and blinding, heavily grinding, parking directly beneath the sun. Greet the morning breeze. Texture bouncy, heavy rhythm and feel the magnificent flow. Riding the morning momentum, basking directly inside the glorious glow. The pavement is waiting, the strategies blazing, we elevating the daily grind, leaving the absolute shadows and terrible negative energy far behind. Yeah, throw your hands high if you're stepping outside with a positive, brilliant mood, pulling the fire and beating the spiritual, ultimate, magical morning food. Yeah, the morning momentum, the concrete canvas. You dictate the energy of your day the exact second you open your eyes, man. To every creative mind navigating the morning commute with a brilliant strategy. Keep your vision unobstructed and you'll bounce incredibly heavy. Raw, unquantized. 12-bit golden era sunshine, yarn custom from the avenue. We taking over the entire workflow today. Trust the original process. We out. The beat filters out slowly, leaving the sound of chirping birds, city traffic, and a long vinyl hiss. Yeah. Open the tinted windows and let the neon lights flood the leather seats. The city is a sparkling diamond, completely alive and breathing in the dark. We stepping out of the shadows, dressed in the finest absolute threads. Chauffeur gripping the wheel. We gliding smoothly across the concrete avenues. Listen to the bounce of the romance. Let the tape roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gliding, riding, completely confiding, hiding away in the back of the fleet. Sliding, guided the driver, but fighting the smoothest of rides on the absolute street. The engine is purring, the vision is blurring, the current so magically under the moon. Yeah, we swerving and curving, the waiter is serving the premium vintage directly at noon. I'm gazing at the star with the shining tiara, the beautiful aura that totally gleams. She's glowing and flowing continuously, showing the absolute magic of wonderful dreams. We pop and dropping, never stopping, shopping the avenues, looking so incredibly fly. Hopping, copping, heavily bopping, reaching incredibly, wonderfully, magically high. The skyline is flashing, we brilliantly dashing, splashing the cash in the velvet abyss. Here we go. Catch the bouncy, head the rhythm and feel the magnificent flow. Midnight in Manhattan, basking directly inside of the luxurious, glamorous glow. The limousine rolling, we strictly controlling the rhythm and energy out in the street. Leaving the absolute shadows and terrible negative energy totally beat. Yeah, throw your hands high if you're riding the night with the ultimate beautiful queen. Living the glamorous, magical fantasy right in the back of the black limousine. Yeah. No lagging, bragging, never dragging, tagging the stars in the magnificent sky. Wagging, bagging, heavily snagging the wonderful moments that rapidly fly. The city is breathing, the people are leaving, we weaving directly right into the lane. Achieving, believing, completely relieving the terrible physical, mental pain. The neon is blinking, I'm heavily thinking, linking the melodies perfectly right. Sinking and drinking beautifully, sinking the rhythm perfectly into the night. Look at the tower, the absolute power, the flower that blooms in the concrete estate. The vibe of the hour, avoiding the sour, accepting the beautiful, magical fate. We move and groove and magically proving the ultimate, beautiful, glorious vibe. Here we go. Catch the bouncy, heavy rhythm and feel the
velvet limousine, midnight in Manhattan. You dictate the romance of the city the exact second you step into the ride, man. To every couple navigating the glowing avenues with a brilliant, beautiful energy. Keep your vision unobstructed and your Mo magic bounce incredibly heavy. Raw, unquantized. 12-bit golden era luxury broadcast from the avenue. We taking over the entire skyline tonight. Trust the original process. We are.
Yo, looking at the mud on these sneakers. We came from the gutter, straight out the drainage. They told us we couldn't, they told us we wouldn't. But the grind never lies, the sweat never betrays. You fall down 9 times, you stand up 10. Let's get it, break it down now. Never give up. Work hard, never give up. Work hard. Stalking the pavement, locked in the basement, looking for placement, dodging displacement. Breaking the pavement, constant engagement, seeking the payment, avoiding arraignment. We started from zero, a lower class hero, navigating the winter, where winds are below zero. The hunger is biting, the stomach is tight, and the lightning is striking, we keep on fighting. I fell on my face in the dirt and the muck. They told me I'm stuck, just running amok. But luck is a luxury, working conducts me, the spirit instructs me, no weapon obstructs me. I rise from the rubble, expanding the bubble, through trial and trouble, I'm doubling hustle. The cycle was vicious, the dream was ambitious, malicious, suspicious, folks wishing pernicious. Defeat on my mission, protect the precision. I made a decision to on the condition. Every scrape on my knees was a seed for the tree. A guarantee that the future is free. Reigniting the fire, complying desire, complying to climb even higher and higher. A lyrical fighter, a nocturnal writer, making the dark in the park look much brighter. The system was rigged and the trenches were dug. We slept on the rug, surrounded by bugs. I slipped on the ice, paid a terrible price, rolled a terrible dice, had to sacrifice twice. But precise is the flow when the pressure is hitting, no quitting, omitting, or lazy transitioning. Position in pieces, the power increases, the poverty ceases, the bondage releases. I fell in the gutter, my heart was a flutter, no bread and no butter, but words that I honor was sharper than daggers, ignoring the swaggers of rich money baggers and arrogant braggers.
I feel so hard, tasted the dirt on the ground.
Yeah, but you never stayed down.
Look at us now.
They said we failed,
said we would never be found.
we turned the whole world around. Hear the sound.
Every drop of sweat,
every drop of sweat was worth the
pain inside.
No place left to hide. We ride with pride. Breaking their up. Now look at the stature of perfect departure from living to martyr. We work so much harder. The engine is roaring, the spirit is soaring, the blessings are pouring while others are snoring. I fell in the pit, but I flipped it and split, equipped with the wit and the grit not to quit. A beautiful consequence, breaking the dominance, gaining the prominence, total autonomy.
Through the shadows of the night, I kept my faith alive, falling down 1,000 times, but still I would survive. Every tear that hit the ground became a river of gold. The hardest road we walked alone, the greatest story told. No, the struggle never lies. It leads you to the sun. Look at how we conquered all. The battle has been won.
Yeah, that's the anatomy of the grind. Hard work never betrays the hands that built the castle. Dropped 1,000,000 times, stood up 1,000,001. From the lower class to the world class. Beautiful struggle, beautiful life. We out. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Yeah, check the mic. Strictly boom-bap facts. No silver spoons, just a gritty state of mind. We find a beautiful struggle in the daily grind. Listen close to the reverend bump. Catch the Vincent, let's move. Trapped in the trenches, gripping the fences, building defenses, dodging offenses. Life is a beauty, doing my duty, chasing the bounty, rocking the county, poverty knocking, heavily blocking, steadily walking, never just talking. Hustle is vital, claiming the title, read of Zabala, right from the Bible, sweat on my collar, chasing a dollar. Here in the neighborhood, mothers just holler, born in the shadows, fighting the battles, breaking the chains and shaking the rattles. Gotta be greater, dodging the hater, riding the elevator with the maker, grinding intensely, thinking immensely, guarding my energy, very defensively, out of the gravel, ready to travel, watching the mystery start to unravel, working the muscles, winning the scuffles, flipping the cards in the daily life shuffles. Nothing is handed, perfectly landed, leaving the ignorance completely stranded.
Oh yeah, we rise from the dark to the morning light. We find all the beauty in this endless fight. Gotta push through the pain just to see the sun. The journey to glory has just begun. Bottom of the map to the highest peak. It's the beautiful success that we always see. Oh, it's shining now.
Back to the rhythm, dropping the schism, breaking the walls of the poverty prison, striving for better, writing the ladder, facing the stormy and treacherous weather. Heart of a champion, lighting the lantern, singing the lower class beautiful anthem. Hungry and starving, expertly carving, dodging the arrows the devil is darting. Look at the scenery, missing the greenery, stuck in the middle of rusty machinery. But I envision a better position, perfectly executing the ambition. Working the graveyard, playing the brave card, pushing the boulder right into the courtyard, never relaxing, totally taxing, keeping the musical audio maxing. Success is demanding, keeping me standing, perfectly timing the ultimate landing. It's a miraculous, truly spectacular, flipping the script in my native vernacular, from the obscurity, finding security, building a legacy based on the purity.
Through the coldest nights we find the fire.
Yeah, taking our destiny a little
Where
higher.
the tropic sweat is a step to grace.
Put a permanent smile on my face.
Win for the movie.
Don't stop! Don't stop!
We rise from the dark to the morning light. We find all the beauty in this endless fight. Gotta push through the pain just to see the sun. The journey to glory has just begun. Bottom of the map to the highest peak. It's the beautiful success that we always seek. Ooh, it's shining now.
Yeah. It's a beautiful life. Gotta grind for every breath, every step. From the bottom to the top. We out. Peace.
Keep shining, keep climbing.
Yeah.
Look down at the 5 boroughs from the absolute pinnacle of the steel. 102 floors above the pavement, breathing the undiscovered clouds.
They fighting for the corners, but I'm claiming the entire undisputed dome. The undisputed monarch of the East Coast, sitting on a gargoyle throne. Listen to the bounce of the kingdom. Let the tape roll.
Let's get it!
I'm standing, commanding, demanding absolute peak of the tower, inspire. Expanding, outstanding, just handed a devastating and magnificent fire. The city is sweeping, I'm keeping, I'm reaping a heavy and terrible crown. I'm leaping, I'm creeping, I'm sleeping, the enemies trying to catch it to town. From Brooklyn to Harlem, I'm starving, I'm carving, I'm making some beautiful name. I'm sparking, I'm marking, and barking, a totally dominant nature fruit game. I'm checking the damping, the absolute basement, enemies checking my ass to defeat. I'm breaking the pavement, the total enslaving, I'm taking the ultimate glorious seat. The weather is freezing, I'm squeezing, and squeezing the terrible corporate screw. I'm teasing, appeasing, releasing the beautiful, the wonderful view. High up in the sky.
Here we go, catch the bouncy.
Every rhythm and feel the magnificence flow. But Empire, Emperor Baxter, directly inside the luxurious, beautiful glow. The pinnacle station, the excellent location, the king of the carpet and steel. Commanding the rhythm, destroying the schism, revealing exactly how I feel. Yeah, throw your hands high if you're looking directly above at the ultimate peak. Witness the power, the massive, spectacular, totally undeniable, artistic streak. No hiding, I'm riding, colliding, dividing a massive and terrible motion. Provided I'm guiding, I'm sliding directly with an unstoppable physical motion. The summit is lonely, the absolute only, the sinking and making glorious boss. I'm tossing, I'm crossing, exhausting the enemies, trying to measure the ultimate loss. I'm watching the traffic, the mass of the graphic, the magical, beautiful grid. I'm smashing, I'm bashing, completely destroying whatever they did. The crown is so heavy, the rally is breaking, I'm shaking the structure design. I'm making, I'm taking, I'm waking the people and drinking the beautiful wine. They plotting the treason, the season, no reason, believing they taking a spot. I'm freezing, I'm squeezing, I'm seizing a totally, utterly wonderful lot. High up in the sky. Here we go, catch the bouncy, heavy rhythm and 50 to undisciplined flow. The Empire, Emperor basking directly inside the luxurious, beautiful glow. The Pendrel station, the absolute nation, the views of the carpet and steel. Commanding the rhythm, destroying the schism, revealing exactly how I feel. Yeah, throw your hands high if you're looking directly above at the ultimate peak. Witness the power, the massive, spectacular, totally undeniable, artistic streak. Claim the throne when you're scared of the terrifying heights, man. To every competitor looking up from the absolute bottom of the pavement, keep your vision elevated and your bounce incredibly heavy. Raw, unquantized, 12-bit golden era monarchy broadcasting from the clouds. We taking over tonight. Trust the original process. We out.
The beat filters out slowly. Giving the 3 in a long vinyl hit. The beat filters out slowly. In the roaring